Everyone, I'm Nazmi and came up with a new amazing activity in front of you. So, I have a question for you guys out there. Why few things sink and few things float? Why do you think it is so? The best answer you get in your mind is this is having more density or weight, hence it sinks, whereas this is having less density or weight, hence it floats, right? So I have another question for you people. Think and come along with me till the end of the video. Why the ships float then? Compared to this, ships are having a lot more huge amount of weight in it, right? They are also even made up of iron, steel, any kind of metal. Yes. So they are having compared to this a lot more amount of weight. Still, it does not sink. Ships, steamers, etc. that does not sink in the water bodies like ocean, seas, etc. Correct? So why do you think? So watch till the end to get the answer. So before going to that, let's move on and see the amazing things, amazing facts about the water. Okay, you can just see it here. I got a ball and trying to press it into the water. See, again it comes out. I'm trying hard to press it inside the water. Again it comes out and floats on the top of the water. Why do you think it is so? Yes, see, I'm trying hard to press it. Still it comes out of the water and floats. So here one thing you need to notice that water is having some sort of force, right? Which is letting this ball to come up and float. Correct? Don't you think there is some force in the water which is letting this ball to come up and float? Yes. Yes, it is having a force. Water is having that amazing property, that is upward force, called upthrust. Water is having an amazing thing in it, that is upward force, called upthrust. Okay, you can see it here and prove it. Yes, next move on to another one. Here you can observe anything which we keep into the water, put into the water, it occupies a space, right? It occupies a space, may it be fully immersed or partially immersed. Anything which you dip into the water, it occupies a space. That occupied space is nothing but volume. Yes, here you can just see it is occupying this much of space. That's what the volume. Yes, when the space is occupied with these things, anything, okay, when the space is occupied, you know, water gets displaced. You can just mark the level of the water and put the thing which you're gonna test with. Okay, so when you keep anything into this, here I have taken a log, so I have kept it into this. So before that I just marked the level of water. Then when I kept this log or stick into the water, the level of water increased. What it means? It increased a little. What it means? It means that water is displaced, right? Water is displaced. The water which should be present here, that has got displaced and increased the level of water, right? That is one. And next, moving on to third one, density. Anything which is kept inside the water, yes, it is having a density, right? It is having a density. Take for example this itself. When we take it on the hand, it is having a sort of a weight or density. We can feel it. When it is taken same into the water, don't you think it has lost its a little weight? Yes, you might have observed it while showering or working with water. When few things fell into the water, until you take out the things from the water, you will feel it weightless. When it is when it comes out of the water, you can feel the actual weight of that particular thing. So here we can observe one more thing, that when the things enter into the water, it loses its weight. It means, why it is losing its weight? Because upthrust is applying onto the particular thing. Okay, here in water upward force is present, which is upthrust, which will be always applicable onto everything. When we are getting it down, so due to gravity it is going down, but in water there is an amazing property of upthrust that will also make the thing float. Got it? Next, another one is, this upthrust is equal to the water displaced out of the water body. When we put something, the water displaced, right? The water displaced is equal to the upthrust. Okay, this basically you need to remember why the things float and why the things sink is due to the density and also volume and also acceleration due to gravity. These all are equal to upthrust. Only basic thing you need to remember, that is upward force which is exerted by the water, that is upthrust, upward force, upthrust. Okay, so now as in the initial video I asked why the ships does not sink but float, though they are having huge amount of huge tons of weight in it, right? So this is the reason. Can you just see it here? This is having more weight than this, correct? But still it is floating. The reason behind it is one upthrust. Along with that, this is having a hollow structure. Okay, ships will also have a hollow structure. When there is a hollow structure, reason one, it will be having a hollow structure. Along with that, this material is of with more particular or intermolecular spaces, which allows them to float. Basic thing is this structure is hollow in nature. You can just see it is hollow. Okay. So when it is hollow, the water displaced remains below to the thing itself. To this thing itself, the water remains. It does not come inside and let the ship float. Imagine this as a ship. So as the ship is very hollow, so when the ship is kept into the water displaced is just below to the ship itself. It is not coming into the ship. So the reason it will not float. Okay. So this principle was very first discovered by Archimedes, who is an ancient scientist. Okay. So he discovered this when he was bathing in a water bath or bathtub. Okay, when he just went for showering in a bathtub, when he kept himself into the bathtub, he noticed that water has come out. It means water is being displaced. So the water displaced is equal to the weight of his body, which is lost when he is inside the water. Okay, so this was discovered by Archimedes. This name for this principle, Archimedes principle, we call it as. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video, and try for the different things which are around you, which sinks and which floats, and what are the reasons behind, as I said. The final conclusion you have to come into is 1. Gravitational force always acts downwards, pulls the things downwards, whereas water has upward force called upthrust, always pushes the things upwards. That is upthrust. 2. If the upthrust is lower than the density of a particular thing, then the thing sinks. If the upthrust is equal or higher than the density of a particular thing, then it floats. You can just observe here, then it floats. This is how the things sink and float. Then moving on to mechanism or principle behind ship. As it is hollow, the volume is bigger. For shapes or whichever the thing, the same principle acts. Okay, hope you understood the activity. Thanks for watching, and in the next video I'll come up with another amazing activity. Thank you. Bye bye.